Welcome back to sunny Cornwall. Today, something a little bit different. Today I am going to attempt to teach my 13-year-old daughter how to shoot film. So we're going to chuck her in at the deep end with the RB67. Why not? It's a great camera. We'll be shooting HP5 and we will also be using a simple Soconic 308 light meter, keep it nice and easy. But what I'm also going to do is teach her how to develop film at home. So I have bought myself some Cinestill DF96 Monobath. Never used a Monobath before. I've always used 3 bottles, develop, fixer, stop. I've always used the 3. And used the Patterson tanks, so never tried the Monobath before. But we're also going to use Lab-Box. This is, well, it's supposed to make developing at home easier. We shall see. I backed them on Kickstarter about, easily a year ago, I think. And this has been sitting in my cupboard for quite a while, never actually used it. So I thought we could learn together. So myself and my daughter, we're going to shoot HP5, RB67, and we're going to develop in DF96 Cinestill Monobath with the Lab-Box. It's going to be a day of firsts, that's for sure. Might even take 2 days. We'll see how we get on. It's a little bit bright at the moment, so I might wait till later in the day to shoot. But she has an understanding of photography. She uses my digital cameras, but it'll be interesting to get her on the RB67 and see how she does. Yep, it's going to be an interesting day. Wish me luck. So I just ran through again how a light meter works. She'd never used a light meter before, and how that particular camera with the shutter and the aperture, both on the lens, so just showing her how that works. And we loaded the film and we went and took our first shot. It was a pretty sunny day, so we sat out in the open shade to get some nice. It was plenty of light. It was nice, and I thought it looked nice in black and white. So I sat down and she grabbed the meter and she took a few meter readings and adjusted everything, and we took our first shot. Not bad. Apart from the subject, not bad at all. We then flipped, because the RB67 you can switch the back from portrait to landscape, so we switched the back to portrait and took another shot, which again, not bad. Took exposure was pretty much spot on. We moved to a different part of the garden just to show how different sunlight direction affects the meter readings and things like that. So we were just trying a few bits. So this one here, the sun was to my left, so I get a dappled sun on my face, and she took a few meter readings. Can't remember exactly what the settings were, but a perfect shot. I love that shot. It's a great shot. So we took a few more against this wall. Unfortunately, I was pulling her face at that point when she pulled the trigger, so not the best shot. And again, this one, it's okay, the exposure's right, but it's not the most exciting shot. I then moved into direct sunlight, so it was really harsh light. It was pretty bright out there. So we had to adjust the shutter, adjust the aperture. Nearly got it nailed, a little bit bright, but not bad. And then just to mix it up a bit, I thought we'd try a few with the sun right behind me. Yeah, just something different. Just so again, taking the meter readings, and the sun was literally right behind my head, which is quite a nice little shot. And then this one I was just mucking around, and I was saying, if I was a rock star I'd be taking pictures like this, and you need to work out where you want me and where you want the sun. And again, a nice shot. She did well framing that one. That's a nice shot. And of course, being a 13-year-old girl, let's take some photos of the dog. Always a good way to finish up a roll of film. Get the dog involved. So back in the shade, so re-metered, and she adjusted the shutter and the aperture, and yeah, a couple of shots of the dog. And that was it. That was the roll done. Only 10 shots on a 6x7. So we took the film out and rolled it up and headed inside to talk about developing. Now, I've never used a Lab-Box before, so obviously with the instruction manual in front of me, just trying to work out how all the pieces go together. Surprisingly easy. It's a really well made bit of kit. It's great. I really enjoyed it. You are obviously limited to only one roll of film at a time, but it's just so easy to use. It obviously takes away the dark bag the lightproof bag for loading the film, which for me was always a pain in the ass, but so this makes it so much easier. It was yeah, it's good. So we mixed up some Monobath. Never used Monobath before. I bought the powdered version, so I had to mix it up. Chucked it in a nice container, and yeah, we were pretty much ready to go. So you measure out. We were going for full agitation, so you only need 300 mils of the Monobath. Got it up to temperature about 21, I think it was. 21 degrees gives you 6 minutes of agitation. So we poured it in and we cranked the handle for 6 minutes. Only way to tell is by saying just how I feel, and that's real. I'm used to using the Patterson tanks, which is, tipping and slopping and sliding, but it was nice. No mess. I enjoyed that. No mess at all. Poured the fluid back in and cleaned the film. The Monobath it's a developer, it's a stop, it's a fixer all in one. Obviously by washing stops it completely and fixes it, and yeah, and then we rolled out the film. It's feel like wine with a Sunday brunch. Can I shine? Feel like everything might turn out just alright. I know I'm lying to myself. Pardon my wishful thinking. Still fly from here. So we had 10 really nice developed shots, and she got to use the meter, which she'd never used before, and yeah, I think she did really well. Yeah, really well. Not bad for a day's work. And the Lab-Box. The Lab-Box was great. You're only limited to one film at a time. So obviously when you have the bigger Patterson tanks, you can do 2, 3, 4 films. This one, only one film at a time. But it was so easy to use. It does 120 and it does 35mm. You just need to adjust the little guides inside and change the spool. But I was really impressed. It was good. The Monobath looked great. Not as much contrast as I would normally like, but scanned them in, fixed that in post. But I think on the whole, I was pretty impressed with the Monobath and the Lab-Box. Let me know what you think. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Have you used the Lab-Box? Have you used Monobath before? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think of the shots.